What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today we're going to go over how to use support and resistance lines, the movers of the day, and my trade, all recorded as well live. Check it out. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this video here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over support and resistance lines and how I used them this morning to profit off of SNOA. And I profited very good on it. I actually bailed before the fail because it did fail after my entry and the consequent pop. Now, SNOA, I saw it this morning on my gap scanners, okay? And these are scanners that you'll see every single morning in my chat room at the daytraderchatroom.com. And here it is. This is the morning gappers here. I had SNOA, FRSX on watch. I actually tweeted out my watch list this morning. It also included stocks like Tesla and Disney that I was watching. These are the trade idea scanners. You can find a link in the description section below with a coupon code with 15% off. It's a 15% off coupon code that is down there in the description section. So make sure you take advantage of that. Now, SNOA, I had on watch, I had a big gap up, okay, like a real big gap up. This thing yesterday was down here at $6 and change, and it hit a high today of, let's see here, today's high currently is 13.85. So I actually took my last profit up there up over $13. It was a nice trade. Now, this stock, here, let me show you the action in the pre-market, and then I'm going to show you the daily. What's great about this, let me see here, pre-market. What's great about this trade for me, here's the action in the pre-market. As you can see, yesterday had a big pop, kind of flagged or wedged sideways all evening, and then this morning it gapped up and pushed higher in pre-market all the way to $15 and change. Okay, at the morning bell, you know, we had some consolidation and then a quick pop. Now, I want to show you on the daily today. What happened was I didn't even have to draw my lines. Typically, you know, I'll bring out my daily chart like this on the trade ideas chart, and I'll look and start adding my support and resistance lines based off of past chart history. Okay. Now, one of the things to notice on SNOA was that it tends to give back most of its gains and go red on the day. This was a big gap up, look, from $5 and change all the way to $13 and change. It pushed all the way up here to 1950s, and it ended up closing the day at $9 and change. So it gives back its gains. See, this is a big gap up, gave back its gains after a push. This is a big gap up, gave back its gains after its push. And if we come further back, you know, we'll see a lot more of these upper wicks. See, boom, boom. You know, like it's just notorious for that. Look, a big gap up here, red on the day. It's just notorious for that type of action. Look, another one, big gap up right there, right from 35 bucks. So you have here this big gap up from the 30s all the way up here to the 40s and red on the day. It's just notorious for doing that. So I kept that in mind today. But I also kept in mind that this week we've seen a lot of small caps going crazy. I traded a lot of small caps this week. Yesterday I traded SLS. I traded SLS yesterday and took advantage of that. I did not do a recap on it. What I did was yesterday I uploaded the prior day's recap, just because prior day I uploaded a video on that whole raging bull Jason Bond lawsuit that's going on, and you know, little piece with the Wolf of Wall Street that's that endorsed them at one point. So check out that video. And so what I did, that was the day before yesterday, Wednesday. So yesterday, Thursday, I uploaded Wednesday's recap. So yesterday, Thursday, I actually finally took an afternoon trade. It took all day. I actually took a lunchtime trade, but I had to because SLS was making a big move. I'll post up here a little piece at the P&L because I actually tweeted it out. So then today, again, another small cap for me. So it's like I always tell you, I'll trade everything as long as it's showing me there's money to be made. And as we're talking here, SNOA makes a new high. Now, SNOA, I did not have to draw these lines in pre-market because I actually already had them on my chart from past times that I've had it on watch. And you see here, these tops here in this like $12 to $13 range. And these tops up here in this $15 range, which is pre-market resistance. I'll bring you over a 5-minute chart and you'll see them right there. So you'll see here, okay, that $12, $13 range, okay, which was previous resistance here in pre-market and support all throughout pre-market and after the bell rang, and that previous line up here in the 15s, okay, all holding support and resistance. So now, what did I do? I have this trade recorded and I will show it to you. What did I do this morning? What I did this morning was I had that area on watch. Okay, so let me grab that 3-minute chart here. I had that area on watch. See, we open up, the bell rings, we have a quick little push, we drop, kind of just start going, kind of crazy. And then we have that support from pre-market and that previous resistance on the daily all lining up in that like 12, 30s to $13 area, all lining up right there. So I'm like, okay, this is clearly going to be an area of support. And what have we been seeing when shorts aren't able to get out of those, cover those positions lower? What are they doing? They're just marketing order out of them and just stopping out of their shorts, right? So I'm like, okay, I don't have VWAP here. I don't have the 9 AMA here. What do I have? I put out my fib level. And I'm like, okay, so now this fib level here, 23.6 fib, is lining up with this support and resistance from the daily, right? From the daily and intra and pre-market and now intraday. So you'll look at this and you'll be like, but what was that? What are you doing there? I trade on a 3-minute chart, but I'm going to switch over really quickly to a 1-minute chart here real quick, just to show you how much time, look at that. All that time right there in that 1230s area, just holding support, won't break down. Shorts are like, oh, I don't want this thing to go to 20 bucks on me. I'm going to just get out of this position. So what did I do? Oh man, it's really starting to move, huh? So what did I do? So right in there, okay, I took a starter position, holding the stop at low of day and looking to add up over VWAP for the squeeze up to a new high. That's what I was looking to trade. On a 3-minute chart, I'm showing you the 1 minute so that you see the action. You see we're holding. Finally, so I decided to take a starter. Finally, the shorts had enough. They're like, okay, this thing's not going to break down. I jump in with full size and it just goes. And ideally, I was looking for it to continue. Like I wanted it to break this high like it did, but continue, right? And maybe even get halted. When it didn't do that, I stopped out of the last piece. I took the bulk off right there on the new high of day. I took the bulk of the position off and then I held on to a small piece looking to see if we can get that extension move. When we didn't get the extension move, I stopped out. Now, let me grab that live trade here for you. And then after that, I'll show you the other stocks that were moving around. Let me grab that live trade. So as you see, I'm already in 250 shares at 1270. So I'm in from down here. Okay, I'm in from down here. And now I'm about to add, and I'm looking for the extension move with a good increase in volume. So I add there, full size. Okay, and I start getting an order ready over here to get out as we push through, get out of some. Right there, we get up there in front of the high of day. We make a new high of day right there. I take off 300 shares right there out of my 500 share position. And now what I want to see is I want to see this thing fly. I want to see this thing fly right on through, okay? Because it's a small float. Look, this thing has 2 million shares in the float. That's it. That's all they have. Their press release was not that impressive. All right, I'm going to say the press release was not that impressive. So because of the press release not being all that impressive, I was prudent to take off most of my position right there as soon as we pushed that new high. So we're not getting through that area. We're kind of getting stuck there. And I'm like, okay, this thing can easily double top here and just slam back down. So I'm going to exit. Look, right there, I exited. So my last 200 shares from 1325 add, I exited right there. And as soon as I exited it, is that even a word? As soon as I exit that position, what does it do? Look at that. Boom, gets slammed right back down, halted on the way down, And then I was over, you know how we're bringing in Kevin Avery over as one of the mods to the Day Trader chat room once everything is up and running on the 28th of this month. I was over at his live stream and I mentioned to everybody, if, this thing comes out of the halt and it does not just break down, we might have a shot to break over VWAP and squeeze. Well, it kind of broke down a little bit, but look what happened. It started to hold this 9 AMA. at this point here, I was no longer watching it. It started to hold the 90 MA, and that was my mistake. I should have been watching it, because now look, boom, right over VWAP, and look at the squeeze to 15 bucks. New high of day 15.13 on that one. What a move. That's what I was looking for when I was here, right? I was looking for that 14.50 area for my last take profit. That would have been a banger of a trade right there. You know, I'm not complaining in the least bit. Still made over 300 bucks on the day. So I'm happy with that, because how could I not be? You know, so that's a good one right there. And that's my only trade so far today. Oh guys, I completely forgot to show you my orders. Here they are. SNOA, 250 shares in at 12.70, another 250 added at 13.25. Took some off at, well, the bulk off at 13.68 for basically $1 a share. And then the last 200 shares off at 13.47. Nice little winner. Can't complain about, you know, making 314 bucks in a matter of, oh, let's see, how long did that trade was really fast. How long was that trade? So we got in at 9:37 a.m., added at 9:37.52, took off the bulk like not even a minute later, just a few seconds later at 9:38, and then 9:38. Wow. Yep, I'll take 314 bucks in less than 2 minutes any day. Now, what else was I looking at? I was looking at Disney. Disney was very impressive here. Very nice, you know, now holding this 90 MA. I didn't trade Disney. I wish I would have. I would have liked to have grabbed some here in front of this VWAP break. But no trades for me on Disney. I do have Disney in the retirement account, and I do have Disney in my swing trade account here. So really happy with what Disney is doing right now. And we had FAT. I didn't tweet this one out, but it was something that was mentioned at Kevin's stream today. And this thing just made a big move here, but just kind of like a one and doneer. And then I started, that's why I kind of took my eyes off of SNOA, because I started seeing a lot of one and doners. See, FAT was a one and doneer. We had, what else did we have on watch? VTVT was on watch. So we had VTVT on watch, and then we had this kind of action on it. So I was like, you know what? This thing, you know, it's Friday. I'm not going to press my luck here. I had FRSX on watch. Look at that. So when I started seeing that this was the theme amongst the rest of the small caps, that's when I said, you know what, I'm not going to continue watching SNOA because it's probably just going to follow suit with the rest of them. And well, I was wrong. And it didn't follow suit. And now it's, you know, busting out here to new highs of days. So, you know, definitely could have taken advantage of it again. Nonetheless, I'll tell you what, it's pretty choppy trade because we broke over VWAP in this 23.6 fib here, and then it came back down, only to now finally break through on a real big increase in volume right there and finally held that 90 MA all the way up to a new high. But because of that previous action in the rest of the small caps and SNOA's own action, I was like, I'm done. It's Friday. I'm going to play it safe. I've had a great week. All my day trades this week have been green. I closed out that PLTR swing trade for a small loss. I think I lost a little bit over 300 bucks on it. I closed that one out this week. That swing trade I had on some calls. But all my day trades this week have been green days. So that's, you know, I wasn't about to push my luck on a Friday. So you know what? I'm closing it up here. Very happy with the performance and happy with the way everything panned out as far as the setup goes. I really want you to focus on that technical analysis using the daily, you know, and then lining it up with intraday support and then that pre-market support. And then we had that quick pop. Sadly, it didn't work out all the way, but still money to be made. Got to be fast on those though, and you got to be able to make decisions quick. What I did was I took the bulk off my position right there as soon as we pushed that new high, and then I said to myself, I'm going to hold these last 200 for an extension or kind of break even-ish. Came back down to generally that area, banged out of it, and you know, still booked profit on that last little piece there, even though it was a break even profit, like, you know, take profit zone, because I was like, if it comes back down here to this general zone, I'm going to get out of it because it's probably going to slam down. And that's exactly what happened. Bail before the fail, my friends. Remember, guys, I also go over all these type of lessons in my courses, much more in depth and many more examples. And you can find all those courses at the daytraderchatroom.com, and you can use coupon code SAVE, all caps, SAVE50 today, and you can take advantage of that. That coupon code ends today though at midnight. So today is the day. And right now what we have is the pre-launch pricing. So those prices will go up as of probably December 28th or January 1st, those prices will go up a little bit more because this is pre-launch. We launch on the 28th of December. And, then when the new year kicks in, we're going to hit that ground running and try to knock out some good trades. But more importantly, keep putting out tons of content. We're going to be doing more courses. Remember, we got the day trading course, we got the options course, we're going to have a swing trading course in the spring, we're going to have a shorting course, and then we're going to have real estate investing course, based off of what I do and my friends who are real estate investors. So we're going to have more courses than just trading in there. So I really want you guys to be able to take advantage of that. So check out the daytraderchatroom.com. Friends, I hope you had a great week. Any questions, please drop them in the comment section below. Remember that today is the last day to save an extra $50 with coupon code SAVE, all caps, coupon code SAVE50 today at the Day Trader chat room. Hope to catch you on the next one.